All right, let's talk about what's happening with SNAP benefits, because, honestly, this is something that could impact a lot of folks, and it's important to stay in the loop. If you're new here, welcome. I keep you updated on all things Social Security, SNAP, and financial assistance programs, so if staying informed is your thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's quick, free, and ensures you don't miss any updates that could make a difference in your life. So, here's the deal. There are some big changes being proposed to SNAP benefits and other nutrition programs. Some folks are saying these changes are going to help the economy. Others think they'll make it harder for families to get by. Let's break it down so it all makes sense. First up, there's been talk about how schools qualify for free breakfast and lunch programs under the Community Eligibility Provision, CEP. Right now, schools can qualify if at least 40% of their students participate in programs like SNAP. And while there's no verified plan to raise this threshold, discussions around changes to school meal funding continue to spark debate. It's important to pay attention to any new proposals. Now, let's talk about the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. If this act isn't extended, the child tax credit would drop from $2,000 per child to $1,000. That's a significant difference, especially for families who depend on those credits. So, while the changes to school meal programs could affect families, a higher child tax credit could offset some of the costs for those who qualify. It's all about balancing the trade-offs, and it can get complicated. Speaking of costs, school lunches are about $3 per meal on average. Multiply that by 5 days a week, 36 weeks a year, and you're looking at around $540 per child annually. That's a real burden for some families, especially when budgets are already tight. Another proposed change involves what you can buy with SNAP benefits. There's a push to limit purchases of items like soda, candy, and chips to encourage healthier eating. While this might seem like a good idea, it could make it harder for people to stretch their benefits, especially when healthier options are often more expensive. It's a tricky situation. Now let's talk about work requirements. This year, the age limit for able-bodied adults without dependents to meet work requirements for SNAP was raised from 49 to 54. That means more people now need to show they're working, looking for work, or in job training to qualify for benefits. For some, this could be an extra hurdle to overcome. Lastly, let's address stolen SNAP benefits. Unfortunately, the federal government isn't reimbursing families for stolen benefits due to limited resources. Some states might step in to help, but it's a tough situation for those affected. So, what does all this mean for you? If you're receiving SNAP or rely on school meal programs, now's the time to stay informed. Reach out to local resources, double-check your eligibility, and plan ahead where you can. And don't stress too much, we'll get through this together. As always, I'll keep an eye on these changes and update you as soon as we know more, and if you found this helpful, give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss anything. You're appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Take care.